Hello and welcome once again to What's the Damage, companion show to the incredibly well-known and popular real play D&D stream Roll for Damage. What a time to be alive, friends! Monday saw a huge victory for LGBT rights in the United States, and Friday saw our heroes embarking on the next leg of their adventure. Quinn had a family reunion. There was some heavy backstory exposition all around from several characters, and we may never know what Dobby got up to because the sound went out. Just kidding. He's here today, so we're going to bother him and make him tell us what happened. All that, plus an in-depth discussion of PvP, what happens when characters come into conflict, coming up right now. I'm your host, Truth Venson, and this is What's the Damage? Sure. Okay. Welcome back. I said welcome back too early, then Serenity yelled at me. Okay, so today we have Chad and Jay who play Quinn and Dobby, and we're going to talk to them about some of the exciting stuff that happened last show. So, guys, what's the damage? You're starting on your brand new quest to stop an apocalypse.
Oh yeah.
Yes. At least one apocalypse will be
Which-
stopped
At
by the end
least
of
one
it.
apocalypse.
Which is terrible because like, they should have just got better people, dude. I'm very confused. You know, they got the original guys that stopped the apocalypse before, and then they got us, and we're like, okay, you guys can go back and stop
Well,
the
I mean, you kind of go by Justice League logic here because you've got the original Justice League, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman. We're Booster Gold and friends.
Yeah, dude.
That's about where we rank.
Yeah, I'm
I like Booster
gold
Gold.
balls over
I
here.
do too.
Man.
I'm just saying, like, as far as people who give a shit about that superhero, either you really hate him or you find him endearing.
Yeah.
That's our niche. We're in there.
Yeah, we're not even the B team. We're like the E team.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we're more like Doom Patrol.
Yeah.
A good television show on the
Mm.
DC network.
We're not getting sponsored, okay? Guys,
I know
please.
don't watch them. We're not getting
We're
sponsored.
not getting sponsored.
Or if you do watch them, don't let it have
Someday.
anything to do with us.
Yeah, don't tell them that we sent you, or do.
I really don't want a cease and desist letter coming in my mailbox. Just being all like, well, you said our names, so yeah. Oh, you're not gonna be able to do that again.
Is there
Wait,
a reason you're doing
DC's
the
not
Mickey
Disney.
voice?
Yeah, DC's not Disney.
Oh, true. Yes. Okay.
That's
Cool.
Marvel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, we're good.
We're good. We're fine.
Okay.
We don't have to talk to the mouse. We don't have to talk to the mouse's lawyers. Okay.
No.
So first off, Quinn got to see his sister for the first time in about a month, I think. So you had your little family reunion. She
Mhm.
seemed oddly very chill for having thought that you were dead.
Yeah. I mean, I guess after going on your own epic journey for about a month, finding out that you had lost your memory of everything, figuring out what that was, and then also finding out everybody you knew was also dead. There's like I guess there's just a point of emotional exhaustion of,
Mhm.
oh, okay, another thing. And like, oh, you're fine. Oh, that's good for you. And that's about
It's
all I
like,
can
oh,
think of.
good to see you,
Oh boy, you're
bro.
alive. I thought you were dead. Okay, cool. Do you want some chicken? Let's go get some chicken.
You're like, now I have to explain the whole situation of what happened. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's just more things on my plate I need to handle with.
Pretty much. Okay,
Man,
fine. I'll explain this again to you now.
Yeah.
Ah!
so much work. God.
No.
Quinn's poor sister. Yeah, so a lot has changed since Quinn and his sister saw each other last. Can you tell us a bit about what their relationship was like before everything popped off?
Before everything, it was basically just the usual stupid big brother relationship, like unnecessarily protective and defensive sort of thing.
Hmm.
Because since she is she's adopted, has no memory, or at least up to then had no memory of who she was or where she came from, and also was not exactly human. You know,
You know,
people gonna be racist, and Quinn gonna punch a racist. I know it's a hot take, punch a racist, but you know what? That's the kind of guy he is. So that's basically what what he would do, and just probably would look after her more than would be necessary. Because obviously she can take care of herself, since seeing as how she body slammed the big ginger idiot pretty handily, which I'm not gonna lie, I as a player, I'm proud of that. But I'm proud of this other small character I had hand in creating for my backstory for just slamming the holy crap out of me. That was nice.
how Big Brother feels.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you had this is a very backstory heavy episode for you.
Mhm.
Your sister at one point said something very alarming about your previous like village or community that they had tried to sacrifice her. Is that something that would surprise Quinn to hear, or because that seems
Yeah.
quite over the top?
Yeah, because he had no idea what had happened to anybody. Like, he left on a stupid bet, came back, and literally everyone and everything is gone. Well, not everything, everyone is gone. All their stuff is still there, which made it worse. And he had no idea where they had gone. Now to find out they've all been sacrificed in some way, is he has not gotten a chance to process that yet, and probably will process it very, very soon. And it ain't gonna be pretty. But yeah, that was a bit of a shock as far as stuff to find out. Like, oh, look, your sister is alive. All your friends and family are dead. Everyone you've ever met is dead. That dog you saw one time, dead.
The dog.
I really like that dog.
I know,
Yeah, we
right?
all
That
loved
dog had
that dog. That
character.
dog was the most
Yeah.
popular NPC. He was our Angus McDonald.
MVP.
He too was a thriving boy detective.
He's a little puppy detective.
He had a deerstalker cat and a cap and everything. It was great.
Amazing.
Deserved better.
Now he'll never be again. That's sad. Congratulations, you may be sad now.
Sorry. It's okay. It's only a fraction of the sadness that Quinn will feel next episode. The crushing sadness.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah. So you, as well as like getting to explore your own backstory, you also revealed a lot of it to your party, to your new friends.
Mhm.
What was it like for Quinn to like share this like very personal, kind of traumatic event that has shaped his life so far?
It was a little bit of a relief, and also kind of, I'm trying to think of the right word for it, but it was because it was a relief because it's a thing he's been carrying around and has not been able to say to anybody, partially because he did not know what any of it meant, or whether or not he could even believe what any of it was. And then to actually just get that out and have just a bunch of people accept, like, okay, that did happen to you. I love Dobby's reaction of just having some chips, and that's fucked up.
Crunch, crunch.
Yeah, it was just crunch. Like, wow, that's
That's fucked up, man.
yeah.
Because yeah, no, it totally was. But it was also just sort of like, I don't know, it was like a bit raw for him, because it's like he has not had a chance to tell anybody or talk to anybody about the thing that happened since it happened, because the first person he really interacted with afterwards was actually probably Oriana, or maybe some random vendor in town that would sell him like a fantasy taco or something.
Taco. Was it a good fancy taco?
Probably, maybe a little spicy, but you know, in like a good way.
Had
Awesome.
layers.
Yeah,
Layers.
Layers like a cheesy gordita crunch.
Fantasy gordita. Oh my god. Okay. Awesome. So, Jay,
Yes.
nobody will sell Dobby Dynamite.
No, dude. Dobby's
Nobody.
he's asking this weird half elf science dude with a beard, man.
Oh, full elf science.
He's
dude.
a full elf science dude with a beard. He must have grew that beard, man.
With
For
science.
And for science, you know. But he's like, hey, you know, you do that science shit. You got dynamite? You
Got
know?
some explosives?
Yeah, just explosives, man. And he's like, well, you sure you can handle it, little boy? And he's like, oh, you know. Okay, first off, I'm an old man. Fuck you. Okay. Second off, okay, I'm Bobby Potts. I can handle anything. But yeah, no, it was just a really funny kind of back and forth, man. I thought it was hilarious. You know, like Dobby just can't catch a break. You know, with like buying things or trying to find things, man. He's not he's for as best a detective he tries to make himself out to be. He's not. He's very shit at kind of everything he kind of does, except like killing people. Like, you know, it's the only
I missed the
fucking
part
thing.
where Dobby was supposed to be a fantastic detective, and I've been
Oh
in this game
yeah,
the whole
dude,
time.
it was bad.
Like Oriana's supposed to be a great bard.
Yeah, you know, or hey,
I see
man,
it now.
It's a pattern.
She can sling them spells, but she could not play that lute.
Or
You know?
violin, or anything.
Violin. There you go. Hey,
That's the problem.
so
She's
bad.
trying
I
to
thought
play
it
it
was
like
a
a
lute.
lute.
Oh yeah, she just has it just like plucking like twink, twink, twink.
Twink, 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 twink. I'm like, oh, it's like, you know, is you supposed to play it like that? I don't know, man. I don't fucking play instruments.
And yeah. So what do you think is going to happen first? Is Dobby going to finally get his ass kicked just completely by an NPC, or is somebody finally going to point him towards the black market and get him some dynamite?
Yo, man, please, somebody help Dobby. He needs all the help he can get.
He's old. He's lost.
He's old. He's probably delusional.
Does
Of
Dobby
these
need an
mushrooms,
intervention?
man. You know, he's constantly drunk now. He's really anger issues. Like, please, just show him where he needs to go, man. Because he's just asking people, you know. And then even when he tries to play it cool and just like, hey, I'm gonna buy these guys a couple of drinks and like ask if they know some information. They're like, oh yeah, I don't fucking know, dude. Like, but hey,
Whatever.
man,
Fuck off, tiny person.
yeah, like leave me alone, okay? And I'm like, okay, well, that went fucking
Yeah.
bust, man. And hey, you know, when Dobby's alone, he just goes full Dobby, man, and never go full Dobby. Cause you get into situations.
Man, fun situations. So on Friday, we very tragically lost a whole half hour of audio. What was Dobby doing during that half hour?
R.I.P. audio.
Yes. You know, everybody was going to Quinn's way, and you know, Dobby was like, "Oh, hey, you know, we're going our separate ways. I'm gonna fucking dip out and find, you know, the person I'm fucking looking for. We're all looking for people and shit, you know." And so, you know, he goes off by himself, and I'm personally thinking maybe Simric or Ball's, you know, Ball's gonna come with me, but no one did. So, yeah, hey, that you know, Dobby by itself, he can handle the situation. He could not handle situations. You know, he tried searching for information. Then he was rolling bad there, and you know, looking under corners and trying to ask people information. And then he got sidetracked a little bit. You know, bought these two guys, you know, couple drinks. And they started talking about some dude in his house who he's some kind of traveling merchant. And weird noises are coming from his house, man. So Dobby's like, "Oh, okay, this is some kind of weird murder mystery shit. Okay, cool, yeah. One job happened. Maybe he's gonna get another job, make some more money, you know, or maybe he can steal from this guy. He's a traveling merchant."
Maybe he'll have dynamite.
Hey, maybe he does. we don't know. So yeah, Dobby gets gets the lowdown from these guys. Dobby goes to this guy's house, who's this traveling merchant by the name of Pilfer, which is not a suspicious name. Okay,
Very
Pilfer.
I think
trustworthy.
it was
Yeah.
Pelfer, not Pilfer.
Pelfer. You know, I
The
don't know,
ghost
man.
of the DM has
Exactly.
invaded the stream.
Yeah, Serenity just screamed, "It's Pelfer!"
Okay. Still no suspicious name. Okay, so he's going to this marginally big house, waiting till nightfall, then sneaking in the shadows because that's what he does best, and then flips a couple of locks, goes inside, and starts looking around, and you know what? That's where Dobby went full Dobby and fucked up. He should have just waited, but he wanted things to get over with, you know. And he went inside, searched around, found a couple of crates, found an open crate, and saw it was just fruit inside this crate,
Mhm.
and took a piece of fruit and was about to head into another room where he got caught by this man and his wife, and yeah, they called the guards, and Dobby got the fuck out of Dodge. He got stabbed, a little bit. Then he ran out, and he ran away from the guards, sneaking away into the shadows, because that's what Dobby does. Dobby do Dobby, and yeah, and he couldn't. He doesn't know where the rest of the party is, because hindsight, he has pretty low wisdom. Didn't really ask where they were gonna go, and so he couldn't really kind of go to a regular old tavern. They would ask, he's still bleeding at that point. They would ask, hey, this is the guard bells are still ringing. So he did what he used to do when he was a kid, sleep on the streets, man. That's what you gotta do.
So he's just in a gutter somewhere bleeding.
Yeah,
his little arms crossed, like.
Not only that, but I want to make sure you don't leave this out. You also had Dobby dirty himself up so he would look like a homeless person.
That's how
He's
you have to
gonna
do
get
it.
sepsis,
Like he
man.
rolled around in the dirt.
He's gonna
He
get
had to
sepsis.
roll
So
around,
many
man.
infections.
He had to do some quick popper shit. He had to, spit on a piece of leaf, man, slap that in there and hold it around and with some cloth, and dirty himself up so he looks like a homeless guy, so they don't try to steal his shit. That's how you do it on the
Oh,
streets, man.
God. What's
Is it
Dobby's? What's Dobby's medicine?
Um,
Do you have any
probably
plus?
he's got mushrooms and he's got booze, so that's what's gonna tide him over.
The plus here. Okay, that
Yeah.
tracks.
It's bad. Yeah, no.
That tracks.
Yeah.
I'm being told secrets by a disembodied voice. Cool. Yeah. So right. So we kind of skipped right into what happened in the latter half of the episode, but right at the beginning, you guys got to officially meet Lux Eterna. What was that like? Did you guys, obviously you guys knew about them before? Did you have preconceived perceptions? How'd that work out?
For me, it was more like, I'm trying to think of a way to put this, because it's like you hear of these people and then you meet them and you're wondering why, sort of thing.
Never meet your heroes.
Not so much that. It's more like if you run into someone famous at an airport and they were asking you for something. Like, you get this sort of disconnect
I
of
get
like,
that. That's so jarring. It's
yeah.
it's like you're this very powerful individual. Like,
Yeah.
why are you asking me to do this? We're just these people that have just been traveling for what, like barely 2 weeks.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's a month. It's a month.
Roughly a month.
Yeah, and you're asking us to, like, hey, we're supposed to defeat this dark god, before he incarnates and starts bringing hell on earth, dude. Like, yeah,
Pretty
man.
heavy.
Yeah.
Heavy
And then
for a bunch of people who didn't know each other like a month ago.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then the funny thing is, it's like half of the Lex like a third of the group just didn't arrive. They're just like some of them were just kind of not bothered, and then others were just doing some other stuff. So we only got like half the original group, dude.
Well, they were all doing stuff relating to them telling us to do other stuff because they're
Yeah,
they're
Except
scouting
for the
out
one
things we're not
guy.
going to go look
except
at.
for that one
One
guy.
guy who just
Yeah.
didn't show.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was just like,
like,
apparently
okay.
some wizard didn't feel like it.
I'm doing some magic shit. Just leave me alone, dude. Like,
Busy.
yeah, I got a life, man.
There's a sock on the door to his tower. They all
It's like,
understand.
yeah, I understand.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay. I've got a question for Jay, which isn't directly related to last episode,
Yeah.
but it has been something I've been curious about. So, what's it like for Dobby? Because he's not religious in any way.
Yeah.
But he's spoken to gods at this point. What's it like being more or less an atheist in a world where gods are unavoidably real?
It's like that one person, who keeps talking about flat Earth, right? And he's like,
Oh,
no,
no.
no, flat Earth is flat, okay? It's just how it is. And then you're that person who's up a globe, and you're like, no, it's not, my man. And he's just like, fake news. That's just Dobby, dude. Like it's just like for him, like the gods have either never done anything for him or been detrimental to him, and so he just outright just says fuck him. Like I don't. He's like he doesn't care, dude. Like he's just like if the gods were these all powerful beings, man, why are they also shit people, dude? Like they should be getting their acts together, but they're just as fucked up as we are, and they're asking mortals to do their dirty work because they're just not bothered to do it. So it's like,
Yeah, he's
hey,
like
man.
on the fantasy subreddit. It's like typing this out.
It's like fuck, man. It's like, oh, you would not believe. Okay, Arathis just told me that I have to stop an apocalypse. Not in my job descriptions.
Great.
Oh, dude. But yeah, man. But in Dobby's case, he's always the oddball in situations.
Mhm.
Hey, and I expect everyone that Dobby meets to either outright ignore him or to plan his demise. That's just how Dobby is. That's what Dobby do, you know.
What
No.
Dobby do? Okay. So you guys, you didn't just start the new leg of your quest, you also moved to a whole new location,
Mhm.
which is a whole climate in a city I think neither of your characters are familiar with.
Mm-mm.
That is true.
Yeah. So you are very much fish out of water in this hot desert
Yes, we're fish in a desert.
land. Yeah, you're fish in a desert.
Yeah.
So what's it like for Quinn and Dobby to just be like thrust into this exotic desert city where it's hot, your armor is no longer the best choice for you, and
Yeah.
just completely foreign.
Yeah, Quinn is starting to regret that fancy chainmail because
Yeah.
it is an oven. Like
No.
walking around
Joke's on
in
you.
an oven.
Dobby doesn't wear armor.
Does he have leather armor?
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you're not gonna be happy in leather either.
Yeah, it's like a
It's-
patchwork of maybe leather and cloth, man. Yeah.
Still counts though, dude.
Yeah.
It's insulation.
But hey, Dobby's lower to the ground, so he doesn't get like that hot air. Before the hot air rises. So
That's
it's all
science.
over you, dude. That's
And-
science.
Also, he probably tries to just stay in Cynric's massive shadow.
Yeah, literally, he's just like in both of your guys' shadow, and he's just
Yeah.
eating chips and drinking water, man.
In the shade.
Not chips, too salty. You get dehydrated.
Dobby doesn't care. He eats chips when he wants to. Okay, don't tell me what to do. You're not my mother. Fuck. Oh man.
Great stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, we are going to move on to our main topic tonight, which is PvP, or player versus player conflict. So yeah, exciting, right? So obviously D&D is normally a cooperative game, but interplayer conflict does happen in character quite frequently, and I think can be a really fun part of gameplay. So we're going to explore all that. First question is, so do you guys tend to play more aggro characters, or are you more go with the flow types? I know both of your answers already, but just say them out loud.
I usually just sort of, I don't play characters that are super aggro usually, unless there's like, I will play characters with triggers. I will say that, like, there will be something in them that can sort of trigger that fly off the handle and go at somebody's face thing if it's extreme, but like not something that I'm just looking for the excuse to just, go at another player or anything.
For the most part, I play very easily aggravated individuals, mostly
Confirmed.
because I am a hot-tempered person, and I play my characters how I am, because they're pieces of me. Okay, so you know what? If I gotta scream at a person, you know, at another person's character, I'm gonna do it, because I need to let that out, you know. But
Man of
yeah, I
principle.
do. But yeah, I think out of the four characters I'm actively playing now, one of them is considered go with the flow chill, mostly because he has no soul.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, the rest are pretty hot tempered hotheads, man. You know, you already know Dobby. I play another character who also wears an eye patch and is an inherent drunk. You know, but
Yeah.
he's seen war, and then I played another character who's a Goliath barbarian who barely speaks common English and, likes punching things. So, yeah, that answers the question.
Mhm. Okay, story time from you guys. What's like a fight or an argument you've had with another PC that you can think of that was your absolute favorite? Like because it was just fun to role play, or it was fun to actually do combat, or it got you some really good character moments. Tell me about a time.
Hmm. Trying to think of one. I mean, the one that comes off the top of my head is actually in the game that Jay and I are, where he plays the big dumb barbarian. He was going to run off and be stupid, and actually, yeah, there are a couple of occasions for this one. I had to attempt to initiate PvP on him to prevent him from doing stupid things, as just a character choice of, I know he's hot-headed. I know that I can get under his skin if I have to. I'm going to use this to make him direct his anger back at me instead of running off and doing the stupid thing. Like, there is a wizard that probably had information about where his character's daughter was, and he, instead of trying to interrogate this person, was going to literally rip them apart. So I cast compelled duel so he couldn't. I
Good
took the
shit.
option away from him.
Oh yeah, yeah. Um, he was angry about that one. Dude, mine's also the well, it's literally a conflict that happened like the same day, but it was later, and then they were just fighting because my character was strangling his character,
Hmm.
and it was
Because I Eldritch blasted him in the back of the head to keep him from
Oh, good
running
shit.
away. Yeah.
he was just like he was just like I need to he needed to get out of there and like do what he had to do to get his daughter back. And then his character, Chad's just like, yo, you gotta get back here. We gotta work together. And then, my character was like, fuck that. I gotta get my
Hmm.
daughter back. I gotta protect her. She's with this evil wizard man doing weird magic things.
Hmm. And then
And
to keep from doing that, pew right in the back of his
Pew
head.
right in the back of the head. And he was like he stopped. But then at that moment, I was like, my character was still raging. So he just gave him the most deadliest look he's ever seen from this man, and started like Bart Simpson, Homer Simpson strangling him, lifting up in the air. Because my character is like 6+ feet going. Actually, no, I think my character is uh, almost 8 feet. Actually,
Yeah, probably. It's cute. You think
yeah,
6 feet
dude.
is tall.
Yeah, dude. Like my character's almost 8 feet. Your character's 6 feet. So his like
Yep.
I'm strangling him, and his legs are just kicking out from under him. And then
Yep.
he's and then I'm just giving him this deadly like leave me alone or I'm gonna strangle you. And he's like, and then his character's like, do it. And I'm like, wow, we are really going into this right
Yeah.
now.
It's like, he's like, I'll fucking kill you. I'm like, I'd like to see you try.
Yeah, no, but hey, man,
Man.
and that whole party, dude, we've had so much PvP moments, man. like with between Freya and Morden and Mori and it's fucking crazy. Morden's literally fought everybody in the fight.
He's at the center of this weird Venn diagram
Mhm.
of punching, where everyone punches him for his own good.
Yeah.
Basically, like Morden's going to go do something stupid. Nope.
You know, or Morden gets possessed and starts swinging away at people.
Yeah, he gets possessed.
Yeah, possessed.
Yeah. No, that one team actually was possessed. Finger quotes unnecessary. It legitimately did happen. Other times he's been possessed by stupid ideas, possessed by the need to acquire meat, possessed by the desire to literally walk from continent to continent with no land between the two. That sort of thing.
Yeah. But there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah. That way just might be walking across the bottom of the ocean like the Juggernaut.
Look, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Gotta walk through the ocean. You gotta. You have to follow your heart to the meat, which is on the other continent, is what I'm getting from that story.
Yes.
I mean,
More or
there is
less.
meat there, yes.
There was
Okay.
meat, yeah.
Okay, so obviously character conflict can give us a lot of fun shit and a lot of funny shit. But how do you find, but like every fight in character requires a making up, sort of, to keep party cohesion, or requires some kind of like backing off eventually, otherwise the party's going to split apart. So how do you find the balance between like characters doing what they would do in character and fighting each other when they come into conflict, and like balancing that with the need to keep the party together and keep the game moving forward?
Oh, dude, that's easy. Life or death stakes, dude. Like that's
That's for
the
the
best way to
DM though.
keep.
That's the DM though. What do the
True.
characters do?
The same thing you do when you fight with an actual friend. You just figure out a way to restore equilibrium in the relationship. You know, like the thing that happened with the characters we're talking about right now is literally in the span of a day, I forced him to fight anybody, like nobody he wanted to, just me, or shot him in the back of the head to make sure he didn't run in and do something stupid. And then, the next day when we actually get to where we're going, then, I start trying to be actually nice to him instead. And do my best to not be a shit, not get under his skin. And
which is really hard because your character is a complete asshole to my character. He's just like always playing pranks, man.
He's a complete asshole in general. Thank you. It's just I
big
love
target.
you. You're just such a great target.
I'm an easy mark, dude. It's just crazy.
Aww.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I mean, yeah, just like for me, it's always, if a situation kind of like happens, and I do agree with like Chad, you got to really go out, but also like, I mean, I feel like a good way. It's just if there's ever a situation where like a character does need help, if you give that helping hand, that's that bridge for redemption. And it could be something simple from like life or death stakes. You shield someone or you pull someone from falling from a fucking ledge, or they need some new armor, and you're just like, hey, I bought you this armor. Yeah, let's get some drinks. Okay, we're good.
Like, okay, I know, cool. I tried to murder you earlier today, but have a present.
Yeah,
that's just any kind of relationship maintenance, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Hey, remember how I tried to kill you? Good times. Have some euros.
Anything for euros. Anyway. Yeah. Anyway, going to what Jay said, you've both been DMs so far, I believe. Yeah. So obviously, life and death stakes is a very good way to force party cohesion. But if you have a party that isn't really meshing, what else can you do to like try to make them bond?
Each episode. Like the proverbial beach episode.
Yeah. Beach episode, or a beach episode, or like a bottle episode where you basically force them into a location with no ability to get out until they can like the whole, oh no, we're locked in a refrigerator, and then like they have to bond until the door can be opened by other circumstances from outside. Then you as the DM just sit there like, you motherfuckers are gonna talk this out, or I'm leaving you in here to die.
Yeah. Or if like, there's like a contest and it's like, hey, we have a very small chance of winning if we don't work together, but if we do, we could totally win and like be champions of this shit. So, hey, let's
Yeah.
team up. you know?
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's funny actually, because those two answers I think are both very viable, but they're also completely opposite. It's either make the stakes super high or make the stakes pretty low.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a spectrum of things you
Yeah.
can do because either people are going to work it out on their own in
Mhm.
character, or like, or they're going to just need some sort of push. And either the push is, hey, how about everybody just goes to the bathhouse and gets tanked and just has a good time? And then the opposite is, hey, how about everybody goes and fights this beholder? And then when you win and loot its lair and you're all decked out like kings, you're like, hey, remember we were fighting? Good times. Pass me that second pile of gold I eyeballed earlier.
Exactly. It's your discretion as a DM, and just how you gauge your party's interactions. I usually don't try to keep a heavy hand on any of my players. I try to keep it as genuine as possible. But if the thing's kind of, immediately falling apart, you're gonna be like, okay, cool. I need some kind of glue to put this together. Duct tape. Duct tape fixes everything. So that's your proverbial duct tape.
Just
Oh man.
little application.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. How much PvP is too much? Is it completely up to the party? Is there like a standard?
I feel like unless it's like a story point, or if it's kind of like a contest type situation, I feel like just abrupt PvP that literally doesn't go anywhere and doesn't add anything to character development or plot is too much. It
Hmm.
it just creates this weird cohesion that you're like, oh, like one of these players are going to be angry with the other like for the rest of their time
Mhm.
it'll start actually affecting the player too, because like the player will feel like they're getting bullied by this other player. I've had that happen to me. I've had that happen to me so many times, dude. And I'm just
Aw.
like, okay, this is starting to get really annoying. I'm not
This
even
feels personal now.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not even instigating the PvP, and now it's starting to feel really personal. Like it's not my character; it's me as a player. So I feel like if it's not something that is beneficial story wise, it's too much.
Yeah. Like I've never tried to initiate PvP with anybody unless it was because my character had a good reason to try to do it. And it was something that made sense in the moment. It made sense for the narrative. And it was like, this is the thing they would do right then. That being said, that can be something where if your characters have way too many reasons to fight, then you need to reevaluate why are they even hanging out with each other in the first place.
Mhm.
So that's where it gets to be game breaking, where you're like, okay, these people hate each other, have never had a moment where they haven't hated each other and have wanted to rip each other's faces off for every moment since they met. Why exactly are they voluntarily traveling to the same locations at all, you know? So then it just becomes something we have to evaluate, like what is this for, and
Mhm.
like just even dig in with psychology and figure out what is the root of your problem. Can you get past it?
What's your damage?
Exactly.
And it all comes back around to this show.
Circle man.
Synergy.
Yeah. So, jumping off of what Chad said, like occasionally you do get to a point where it seems like the in character thing to do for characters is just to part ways. Um, Going up to that point, at that point too, like how much should the players be like sort of not breaking their characterization, kind of bending it a little bit to form more cohesion? Because the absolute one thing you need for a D&D game is to have a party.
Mhm.
So if the party ends, then the game ends, and you want to keep playing the game out of character. So it is a bit meta, but I think it's something that pretty much everybody needs to do at least a teeny bit just to keep the party together. That's my
Well,
opinion.
well, I mean, I would counter that by saying just in basic human relationships, you do bend a bit. Like no one stays completely rigid 100% of the time for every single thing about them. There are things where like, I guess that's okay. Where like you're involved in social interaction with somebody, you'll bend a little, you'll change a little, and it'll be a thing over time if you're interacting with someone for long enough periods. Like everything you come in contact with you changes you as a person in some way that you would not have been changed had you not come in contact with that. So having a character just bend who they are slightly when interacting with somebody else, that's just human nature. It's a thing that does happen. So why shouldn't it happen on graph paper?
Yeah, I mean, to add on what Chad said, humans are inherently social creatures, dude. We make compromises every day,
Mm-hmm.
in every interaction we perform. So D&D in a fantasy setting, when it's pen and paper or theater of the mind, man, you gotta understand that, hey, you might not like it, but you gotta put that olive branch. You have to, or the game's not gonna be fun for you or anyone else.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah. Has PvP ever ruined a game for either of you?
oh yes.
I would say there's something where
Jay's like, yeah, all the time.
there was something where I was DMing a home game and it fell apart not because of PvP but because of one player deciding that she would play 100% into the stereotype of an elf being a bit of a racist to anything that was not an elf and driving an active wedge between her and other people in the group who were not elves. So it's like almost the lack of PvP there. But like the attempted instigation of it is what broke that one for me. But I have not had an actual PvP break anything. I'd like to hear Jay's story, however, of the yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was funny. It was a game about 2 years ago. I was playing, if I remember correctly, a rogue bard, I think. Actually, no, I was playing a wizard. And the other character, at first they were playing a fighter, and we would constantly butt heads, to the point where like PvP would immediately engage. Literally, there was an interaction where we were trying to find a guy and we were in in combat, and then PvP fucking broke out between me and this character. I was like, yo, what the fuck? Yo, I was like, yo,
We're
we're fighting this one
fighting.
guy. Like, why are you hurting me, dude? I'm a wizard. You're stabbing me with a fucking axe right now, man. Like it hurts, you know. And then his character died. My character still survived. And then when he rolled a new character, we were still butting heads with that character. Like I was butting heads with that character too. And it came to where it was like I don't even really know this guy. I meet this guy probably once a week. I don't know why. At this point, it's not really character wise because you're bringing past character gripes to your new character, which is a no in any situation. This is a new individual. Okay, understand? I know it's you as a player playing this character, but remember your mindset is different. You are a whole new individual. You're meeting this person all over again. Okay, you can't remember shit in the past. Okay, you know. And it came to a point like I had to talk to the guy. I was like, "Yo, dude, do you just not like me, man? Because your characters just hate my characters, man." And he's like, "No, it's just how I play my character." And I'm like, "Dude, you've played your character literally the same way twice, and you're coming after me, man. Like I'm starting to get tired of this conflict, dude. Like I'll jet from this group if you want me to. Like it's fine." And yeah, we just talked it out, IRL, man. That was it. But yeah.
Yeah. And that's, I think, a good example of like character conflict coming in IRL because you were able to talk it through like player to player. So happy ending. Yes?
Yes.
Happy ending. Okay. Are you guys aware of the term Brazilian style? It's not a sex thing.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. That was where my brain went. I was
It's
like, "Where are we
not a
going?
sex thing.
Where are we going here?"
Yeah. How is he
I
mute?
am not, so I am looking forward to learning what this not sex thing is.
I also do not know what this not.
This is an RPG urban legend. It was told to me in a group that I was playing Vampire with, so I think it's more of an urban legend in that community than it is in D&D. And if you know Vampire, you will understand. But legend has it, they were playing a game down somewhere in Brazil. The city changes depending on who's telling the story and how familiar with Brazilian geography they are. Usually not very. But there's a story happening, and legend has it that there was a very intense, like long-term PvP encounter, which is a mechanic that's built into Vampire. And the urban legend says it got out of hand, and one of the two characters in conflict, one of the two players in conflict, murdered the other IRL over the in-character conflict. So now when people get too aggro, you, as a joke, accuse them of going Brazilian style, just to be like, hey, calm down a bit. I think
Wow.
you're going to murder me in IRL over this in-character thing. So I wanted to ask you guys what, because obviously you get very emotionally attached to your characters. It's kind of unavoidable. Well, what can you do to like absolutely just put a wall between the conflicts you have in character and the conflicts you have out of character? Because those are things you don't want to mix.
Yeah. I mean, I think the easiest way to do it is just talk to the people you play with in your own voice from time to time, like
Mhm.
outside of the game, like away from the game table. Just, that way you can remind yourself, okay, I know Thor Odinson is being a real bag of shit. However, Greg's all right. So he doesn't mean that as Greg. Everything's fine.
Man.
Yeah, I say, it's kind of a contradiction of what I was saying, in the first episode. Where your character's always a part of you. It is, but you need to create layers, just how you have like a trigger to go into your character. You need to have an exit trigger when you're coming out of a character, man. Or then
A
you're like
ripcord.
exactly, dude. Or you're just constantly like in character, man. Because
Two
that
method, two method.
Yeah.
you're uh too much of a method character, like uh Leonardo DiCaprio and fucking like Revenant and everything else he's in, man. He just goes in. Or what's his name that played Lincoln? I keep forgetting his name.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Daniel Day-Lewis, man. He is a constant just method actor, and to the point where people on like, set had to call him, Mr. Lincoln. And I'm just like, okay, that's so many levels, man. You're in too deep, dude.
Mhm.
Always have that kind of exit point, because when you start getting too attached, man, it starts like hurting, dude. Anytime like when your character dies, and I'm like, that's understandable, but never be angry about a game of D&D. It's always about fun and being lighthearted, and it's a way to escape, you know. But never make it your life,
Yeah.
because you are living a life out now, man. It's just make sure that D&D is a piece of you, not all of you.
Mhm.
That's what I gotta say.
Good advice. And now we have a game that I want to play.
Ooh.
Okay, let's see. We
Is this
have
also not a sex thing?
yeah, it's a murder thing.
Dope. That's even better.
Like Jigsaw, I want to play a game. Anyway, so this is a card game that I modified to be D&D-esque. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna play two. I'm gonna pick a category, and we're gonna go around a circle naming a thing from that category. Now, do you guys want to play the hard version or the easy version?
Pretty dumb.
Yeah, I mean, the easy version is probably going to
Okay,
be
we're
best.
gonna do the easy version first, then we'll move on to the hard version if you guys
That
do
sounds
well.
good.
Okay.
So the first category is gods, like D&D gods. You just gotta
Okay.
name one. We'll go around until somebody forgets, and then we'll go around the last two until one of them forgets, and the last person wins.
Okay.
Competitive. Okay, so starting with Jay, name a god.
Paylor.
Chad.
Melora.
Okay, Ball.
Shit.
Nope, that shit's not a god.
Chad, your turn.
Cord.
Helm.
Seraph.
Asmodeus.
Oh, I'm out.
Soon? It's a god, right?
Yes, that is.
Sure.
Okay.
Bane.
Tyr.
Ooh, I was gonna do that one. Did you say Helm?
I said Helm.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Hold on. Lathander.
Corlon.
Ooh. Okay. Arathis.
Who's the orc god? Is like Grarth, Grunch, Grunk, 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 Grunch. Okay, I'm out though. Chad wins.
Yay, I win biggest nerd.
Cool. Now we're gonna do D&D monsters yet next, and we're gonna do the hard version, which means we need to go alphabetically, starting with A.
Oh God.
Yeah, I'm gonna start this time with A, Aboleth, then J. You have to say one that starts with B.
Okay. Bullet.
Okay, Chad, your C.
Okay. Chain Devil.
Normal
Does that
devil.
not count?
Devil,
Hmm?
devil, that counts.
Okay.
I can't say fiend. Crap. Okay.
No,
Yeah, no.
because
I'm out.
that's
No,
not the
it's-
next letter in the
Yeah,
alphabet.
you're E.
Wow.
Not smart, guys. Okay.
Seeing it in action, though, it's like, wow.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so it's you, Chad.
Okay,
Okay.
you're E, Chad.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Uh, ah. Hmm. D&D monsters only, because the first thing I thought is Eldritch Horror.
Yeah, D&D only.
Okay.
Sorry,
okay.
Betty.
That's fine. That's fine. Aaron, yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the next letter? G? F?
Yeah, F.
It's F.
Fiend.
Okay. Grung.
What's the next? H?
H.
Hag.
You're so smart, guys. Remembering the alphabet so well.
I have to sing this song every time. I'm sorry. It's your turn.
Yeah, Intellect Devourer.
Nice. Kobold.
Nope, you skipped a letter.
What
Yeah.
I skip?
J.
J.
J? Fuck. What starts with a J?
J.
I'm a monster.
He is a D&D monster.
Oh.
Starts with a J. I'm not sure if there is one.
I'm
But I
not
guess-
sure either.
Guess you win.
Yay!
Chad is the ultimate
I read a book.
champion, dude.
It was the Monster
Yeah.
Manual.
Okay. That's not a monster.
I'm actually, it does have, yeah. It
Oh.
has stats that would be in the Monster Manual, so technically,
Oh.
yes.
I
Good
guess.
point.
I guess. Okay, now we're going to go again doing spells starting with A.
Ooh.
Acid thing? Acid orb?
Acid
orb.
Blast.
Acid orb is a thing.
Acid orb.
That's a thing. Okay.
No,
that's a thing. No, there's a there's
that's
a spell.
chromatic orb.
That you
No,
can
there's
choose
a
to be
spell.
Acid orb.
There's
There's
a
acid
spell that.
splash. There's
Okay,
an
that's-
acid arrow
Acid
that's named
arrow.
after a guy.
Yeah.
Okay, acid. I can't lose right away because we just started acid arrow. Okay, your turn, B.
Okay. B. No. Fuck. Blizzard.
Okay. Then C, Chad.
Call lightning.
Okay, D. Immediately, I can't think of anything. D.
I did.
Wait, what did he say?
Fuck.
Isn't there Blizzard?
Oh,
Oh, I was ready to accept that. Darkness.
Ah, nice.
Okay, Jay's still in because I don't want it to be just two people again.
That's fine.
Eldritch Blast.
I was gonna say
Cool.
the Cadillac of cantrips. Everybody has to remember that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
All right.
Okay.
H. Hunger of Hadar.
Nice.
Ooh.
Double H.
Invisibility.
Jump.
Hold on. Try. First thing I thought was kill that's cloud kill. Knife, comma ice. I'm out.
Okay, you, me, Jay.
Okay.
What was okay?
It's I think it's just like K next.
That's what I tried. Is
That's
K.
okay. Then A B C D U G H I J K L. Lightning. Some light. I'm stupid. J.
Okay, so L M.
Uh,
No, there's nothing with molten. I'm out. I can't think.
okay, I win by default. Good, because I couldn't think of any ends. I was like,
We're terrible.
What?
We're terrible DMs, dude.
Okay.
Crap.
Oh, right. Knock. I only have 3 categories. I thought we'd go on longer. What should our last category be? We have 4 minutes to play one last round.
Ooh.
No, we're gonna play a different category.
Yes. Let's
She wants to
see.
be part
No,
of
I was thinking of N. Can't think of any. Awkward silence. Magic items.
Like the names of magic.
Yeah, I can name very few magic items off the top of my head, so it's gonna be
my
fun.
magic items up, dude. Like I'm a
I mean, we can just try going one more round of monsters.
Oh,
Yeah, let's do
dude, because you're just better with monsters, dude.
No,
I've
let's
read
do
the
magic
monster
items.
manual for fun. Don't judge
Okay,
me.
magic items. Amulet. J.
Amulet.
Amulet of something or other. Come on.
Bracers of protection.
Nice.
Cool.
Okay. C. Cape of the Montebank.
Cool. Don't know what that is.
It gives you a free dimension door once a day because it's awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
D. Yeah, I'm out.
Snap, is there anything for E?
Almost definitely, yes.
I mean, probably.
Earrings of flight?
We're just gonna make stuff up. Cool.
I didn't know we could make stuff up. It would make something up.
Yeah. You know what? Hold on. Truth's back in. Next letter. Just make something up.
Just make something up, dude.
I say we just start going nuts with this. We're just killing time.
Okay,
Let's
what
go.
letter am I? Am I on D again, or am I on the next letter?
Just next letter.
Yeah, just pick up the next letter.
What was it?
You're on.
It should be F.
Okay. Feather fall.
Nice. Okay. G.
Go fast. We have 2 minutes.
All right. G. Go-Gurt tube.
Go-Gurt tube.
Okay, Jay.
It would be magical in this world.
It would.
H. Hat of all-knowing awesomeness. Yeah,
Okay.
That's a thing.
Invisible ring, not ring of invisibility. Invisible ring. I think that might be an actual item. Actually,
it might be.
You can't find
be.
it. It just flips off your finger. Like, oh shit! I need to find my invisible ring.
You just can't see it. Okay, Chad.
Jumping boots.
Knife of infinite cutting.
ZUGHHKL. Leaf of Druidcraft.
Nice.
It works like a spell scroll. It's just a leaf, though.
that would be perfect, actually.
It crumbles up after you use it. It's like,
Yeah, it gets all dry.
Actually, remember one. Manual of Flesh Golems, because it's metal as hell.
Ooh, nice.
right.
It's an item that's just seriously metal as hell.
Mhm.
N. Nose ring of flight, I guess. I don't know.
That's your go-to
Nose ring of
thing.
That's cool.
Actually, no. Nose ring of instinctified smelling. You know what you smell instantly.
Nice.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, octopus of water breathing. You put the octopus over your face, it breathes for you.
Yo, dude, that's so cool. Actually, I'm gonna jack.
You can have it.
It's like a creature, dude. You just put it over your head and you can breathe. Oh, that's cool, dude.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
Oh, that's sick. Okay, it's octopus.
Octopus of water breathing. Okay. For P.
Too slow, Jay.
Puma Blade. Puma Blade.
No, too slow. What's that do? Does it summon a puma? Is it a puma?
Yes.
Quarterstaff of lightning. You can call lightning with the code quarterstaff. There you go.
Okay. Q. What comes after Q? Shit.
R.
Too slow. Chad.
Okay. R. Ring of Spell Storing. It's a real one. I
Awesome.
actually remembered.
Okay, Jay.
Slippers of infinite slipperiness. You just skate in them, dude. You just slide. It's like oil constantly. You're just sliding with these slippers,
like
dude.
sucks on a wood floor.
Exactly.
Oh my god. Okay. Tabard of rust. If you put it over chain armor, it will make you rust.
Oh man. Okay. Let's see. What are we on? Oh shit. We're on you now.
You.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I blanked on the alphabet for a minute. That's how smart I am.
Okay, I've been having so much
Useless
trouble with the
bag.
alphabet. Useless bag.
I'm having so many problems, dude. What are we doing?
Amazing. Okay. You.
V.
V. Okay. Victor's sword. I don't know. You feel it doesn't make you win. You just feel
You're
really proud.
invigorated.
You feel really
Yeah.
proud of
It
yourself when
belonged
you
to a
hold
guy named
it.
Victor once. It's Victor's sword.
It's just Victor's sword. Cool.
W. Walter's whining weights. Like you lift up these weights and they're like regular weights, but they keep whining and saying, Walter! Walter! You lift up these weights. You can use them as an improvised weapon.
Nice. Okay. Why a yurt?
Oh,
A yurt of
hold
what?
on. We forgot a letter.
Wait, what did we forget?
X.
Yeah.
X, Y, and
Yeah.
Z. Okay.
Yeah.
X.
Xylophone of infinite tuning.
Okay.
It is never out of tune.
Yurt. It's just called yurt, but it's the same as tiny hut. And Z.
Bring us home,
Ooh.
Jay.
Got you. Xanathar's
That starts with an X.
guide to nothing.
That starts with X.
Yeah, sorry, man. Xanathar starts with an X. Try again.
Oh shit. Zooming.
Zooming blade instead of booming
yeah.
blade.
Yes,
Yeah.
perfect.
There you go.
Awesome. Okay, that is our time. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you to Sunbird who composed our intro music. Thank you to Lady Meows who designed our logo. And we will see you here next week. Tune in on Friday for the next episode of roll for damage, and then we'll be back here on Tuesday with another episode of What's the Damage. Good night.
Bye, everybody.
Where's JT?